I think I'm live. Anyhow, howdy everybody. It's Kirkpatrick. Uh, get this other phone running here. See if I can read comments with it. We'll wait on a few people to hop on here. I don't know if anybody gonna hop on or not, but what the hey, right? Yeah. Thought I'd go live for a change. Yep, yep. Uh, got a message from Kevin at Hidden Heights Farm. That's good. He liked the little thing I sent him. Glad it's working out for him. Uh, yeah. Hey, there's Pat Fedor. Hope I said that right. Maybe I can read these things on the screen here. Uh, yeah, I thought I'd just go live. I hadn't done it before. Uh, Sitting here at the house in the suburbs. And hey, Brenda. And just thought I'd say, oh, there's Eddie Family Farm. I know they're running down the road. But there's Peggy. Hey, Neil. Cool. Looks like we're getting a little crowd in here. I thought I may get one or two people in here and it'd be a flop. But anyway, 5, 6, or 7 people, better than nothing. The comments dropped off, so I don't know what's going on. So try to get this other thing going here. Yeah, they're coming back on. Okay. I'm new to this. All new to this. So if I mess up, I mess up. But it's just me. There we go. Okay, here it comes. Uh, There's Sharon and Brenda. Uh-oh. Got to cut that down there. It's running behind. Okay, now I got my comments running down here and on the screen. So that's cool. Iced coffee. It's getting close to dark here in central Georgia. Been hot. Yesterday was 98. Today was 96. And got blessed with a little bit of rain this afternoon around 7 to 8 o'clock. Nothing heavy, just something light and soaking. And I don't know if y'all can hear it or not, but the crickets and the frogs and everything is chirping here. Yep, there's Sharon, Julie, somebody else there. It keeps flipping off there. Mr. R. Stone, yeah. There's Tony, Cabin in the Woods. Tony, I loved your video with the deer the other day. That was awesome, man. Mom and her 2 youngins, yeah, the twins. One looked like a buck, one looked like a doe. The only reason I said that was the length of the nose. Can usually tell you a lot, but I don't know. I guess we'll find out over time, won't we, Tony? That was beautiful. Anyhow, anybody want to ask me any questions, get to know me better? That's what I'm here for. I just shoot straight with you, whether you like it or not. And they tell me I need to do some lives to get my watch hours up. Uh, Subscribers have been slowly growing, and that's great. Because I never, y'all never hear me say, like, subscribe, share, and all that. And I just figure if it'll come when it comes. But they say if you're going to get your watch hours up, 10, $40 out eating tonight. Hang, Tony. I bet they're still in velvet, too. Uh, yeah, so, I figure I'd do a little live, get my watch time hours up, and then maybe I can get monetized and take that money and put it to some good use for some folks. Put out a little video today at the cabin land. Like I said, it's been too hot. Let me get a swallow of this for I get choked over here. Mm. Iced coffee's good. That's believe it or not, I buy the daggum Dollar General brand and little K cups. It's just as good as anything I can get any of the other places. I've never been to a Starbucks. And I ain't going to one. I just don't like their politics, so I don't visit them. So yeah, anybody works there, God bless you. You got to have a job. I understand that, but yeah, I ain't gonna do Starbucks. I can't see paying $5 for Cup of coffee, no, that's kind of crazy. And I do smoke, so I'm gonna smoke a cigarette or two tonight while we jibber jabber. If that's all right, if it ain't all right, suck it up, Buttercup. That's what my daddy used to tell me. Not that he smoked, but when something going wrong or something, he just say, "Suck it up, Buttercup. You'll be all right." But I know it's a nasty habit. Fire it up, right? Uh, yeah, cabin land's going slower than expected. I still can't get tote tanks like I want. Uh, seem like I don't do fake book, but I got a friend monitoring it, and these things pop up on fake book marketplace, and he passes it on to me. I call the number, and they sold out. They sold out. Sold out. I've been through 3 rounds, 3 different people. Sold out. I have some more coming next week. Take my number and call me. Nobody called me yet. There's a local factory here that makes some soap that have some. I'm gonna reach out to them Monday. I don't mind something that had soap in it or cooking oil or something like that. I don't want nothing that had any sulfuric acid or any kind of harsh chemicals in it. But yeah, the rainwater catchment's the first thing I want to do, and that all couples with getting the gutters. And I've talked to a young man that's going to help me with the gutters, and I also talked to the same young man that's going to help me get that floor straightened out in the shop cabin. I guess y'all, if you hadn't watched the video, that's okay. But anyway, the shop cabin, you got to finish the floor out in it, and then the Dollar General kitchen floor they had in there has got to come out and put linoleum all in there, so it'll be the shop. But and then in sequence with all that, I got to have a way to pump the water once it gets in the rain catchment tanks. I have a way to pump the water here and there, and that involves 12-volt pumps, which run off a battery and stuff like that. But yeah, I got a lot to do, Neil. You ain't kidding, buddy. It's a lot to do. And I just all I do is chip away at it a little day, a little at a time every day. That's all you can do, just chip away at it. So looks like we lost it for a minute there. I guess I'm back. Doggone it. I don't know. I'm having the Wi-Fi. This phone right here that I'm filming on is just a phone with no service. Yeah. I'm back now. Okay. Thanks, Neil and Brenda and Tony. I just Wi-Fi everything off this phone. That phone has absolutely no service on it. No, it's not connected to nothing. And then I got a regular phone that's connected to a phone service. Uh, living and life loving. All right, howdy. Glad you're in the house. But yeah, so the Amazon cart's full, and just waiting to get this other stuff done before I pull the trigger. No use putting out money ahead of time. But anyhow, it'll all work out, and that's the adventure I'm going to try to take y'all on. So, kind of changing some things with the channel, and my plans are to get cabin land where it's totally sustainable. I can live out there 24/7, 365 days a year. I'm in the suburbs now with my mother, and don't get me wrong, I grow a little garden, and the suburbs seems to be safe at times, but it's the suburbs, and I'm tired of the suburbs. The house next door to me, old man and old lady that lived over there, he was a preacher for 60 years, and anyway, he passed away, and she died 6 months later. Ain't that weird the way that happens? I've seen that happen so many times. And I'm sure some of y'all have too. I'm lucky. When my father died, my mother hung on. They say that first year after your spouse dies is really important, or the other spouse will just go downhill real quick. So anyway, yeah, and so house went up for sale. I'm like, oh hell, who's gonna move in next door? You know, what kind of riffraff I got coming in over here? But luckily, a young couple bought it. She's a radiologist at the hospital, and he works for Spectrum Internet. Nice young couple. They had no kids yet. They're in their mid to late 20s. He's probably in his late 20s. She's in her mid 20s. And absolute great neighbors. We talked a little bit, and come to understand, you do your thing, I'll do my thing. And if you need help, ask me. If I need help, I ask you. But you know, you do your thing, and I'll do my thing. So don't just come knocking over here wanting to party or any junk like that. I don't go for that crap. But anyway, so yeah, that's what's going on. And but anyway, I'm kind of rambling on here. Plans are when Mama dies to sell the house and get out of the suburbs. I'm just tired of it, and that's why I'm getting cabin land ready. So she passes, I'll sell the house, go to cabin land, and start looking at property out in Oklahoma. I love Oklahoma. I'm a Georgia boy, but I love Oklahoma. Uh, yeah, suburbs have changed throughout the years. I grew up in the suburb. This suburb right here. Moved here in 1967. Same house. My daddy built this house for $20,000. All brick house, hardwood floors. The floor joist in this house is 12 by 4-inch oak planks. It's built like a brick, you know what house. But yeah, buddy. But anyhow, I've actually found a little spot in Oklahoma. It's out there in the same county as Daniel and Brandon live in. It's Murray County, Oklahoma. A little town called Darty. Now, when I looked at it on the map, it looked like Daltrey. But they told me the local colloquialism, or whatever it is, they call it Darty. I found a little spot down there, 22 acres. It's got a creek, and the creek runs through it, not bordering it. And Darty's in a hole. You got the Arbuckle Mountains. If anybody knows anything about this area, or Jimmy Houston's right down the road from this spot. Big Canyon Road is right there at the edge of where the Arbuckle Mountains transfer down to where there's not any mountains. And yeah, 2.5 hours away. That's cool, right, don't it? We can get together and barbecue. But so Darty's kind of a little hole there, and you got to worry about tornadoes because the Arbuckle Mountains, the storms roll over it and hit way off east of it. So, and anyway, 22 acres, a little creek runs through it. Got a little, I think it was a 16 by 52-foot single wide on it, 2018 model, so it ain't too old. But anyway, it'd be a start. I made an offer on it, and I haven't heard back. So, and I'm not gonna push it. The first one to speak when you make an offer loses. Yep. Hey, Doris, good to see you. Yeah, good to see old Doris. Yeah, all's good here. We're just kicking and grinning. But we'll see how that pans out. You know, if God wants it to happen, it'll happen. And if it don't, it don't. But there's just an inner calling in me right now to get cabin land ready. Mama's 95, and she told me, she said, I'm going to make it to 100 one way or another. But after that, who knows? So, you know, God will call her when he wants her to come home. So I'm basically saying to myself, well, Mama's in her mind wanting to live 5 more years, so I got 5 more years to get cabin land ready, and think that's what I'll do, and you know, we'll see. So it'd be nice to have home in 2 states, wouldn't it? But yeah, I'm getting cabin land ready as soon as I can. And so hopefully things will start happening quicker. Yeah, been a slow start. Like I said, main thing right now is trying to get the water system in. There's no use putting all this other stuff and haul water in there. So, so as soon as I can get this tote tank situation leveled out, and we'll do the gutter system, and then once we do that, we'll do the solar stuff. And I'm sure y'all enjoy this. This has been my second rodeo on doing the solar system, and not that I'm kind of any green tree hugger or anything like that, but the cabin land is so far out. It's in a different county than I live in. It's actually in the poorest county in Georgia. The county is 88% black. The county is also 80% of the people in the county are on some kind of public assistance. There's nothing there other than a chalk hole here or there, and most of the property in that county is owned by the big timber companies. A lot of people don't realize it, but Georgia is your #1 timber state, especially for pulpwood, which makes paper. Yeah, I mean, most people think Washington or Oregon or somewhere like that, but no, Georgia timber is big, big money. Hey, Laurie Carp, good to see you in here. It looks like all my old people showing up. That's kind of heartfelt in here tonight. Yeah, it makes me feel good. Yeah. But anybody want to ask me any questions? Yeah, go ahead. Now's the time to do it. It may take a minute for it to roll up here on the screen, but yeah. If not, I'll keep rambling on. Yeah, I know smoking cigarettes ain't a good thing, but we all got weaknesses and we all got little sins. Whoa, Cold Camp, Missouri. I've been there. Doggone I am. I got riding one time going to Columbia, Missouri, and got off track. Yeah, it did. Oh, I'm getting a swallow here. Frog popping up. Yeah, the bug business is good. Yeah, it is. But yeah, that county is it's poor county. It's too much public assistance and no industry. You're a young man in that county, you ain't got a chance. There ain't no work unless you're gonna go to work for a logging company, and that just takes so many people. And I've met so many people that've been in the logging business that, got hurt, chainsaw or skidder or whatever, on disability because hurt their back, cut half the leg off, and it's crazy. So anyway, and they've done some studies on that too, talking about, well, let's try to get some business in here, but businesses won't come here because the average person barely graduates 8th or 9th grade. The retention rate in high school is horrible. And the schools over there are actually horrible too. Absolutely just horrible. And birth defects are real bad in the county because there's interbreeding, cousins, and I don't want to even go there. But oh, the reason I'm doing this outside too, by the way, I got on YouTube and looked at the guidelines, and I found out that they don't like to see guns on lives. So, when I'm in my shack, I got my wall of guns back there. And so I said, well, I better not do that. So we're going to do the lives outside. Plus, I can smoke out here. And so that's when I do a live, I'll do it out here with the crickets and the frogs and everything. I hope the lighting's all right. I don't know. I'm sitting here in the carport with my trusty old Jeep behind me. She's doing an oil change. Been a good one, though, I'll tell you what. Hope that's my last truck. I don't know if any of y'all watch Zach Bauer at American Homestead. Uh, Great channel. He's been around for years and years and years. He did a video today on about a solar inverter, uh, a charge controller inverter all together. Maybe I think made by Sun Globe or somebody like that. Anyway, let's see. I'm trying to watch here. Tony said something about the flag. Oh, somebody's outside with a coffee and cigarette right now. All right, let's enjoy it. You know, you only live once, right? You gotta die of something. That's what I always heard of. You gotta die of something. But if I know Cassie ain't watching or she be on here, but you see them turkey feathers right there, where they're getting a little ruffle, and I sure would like to have some of them deaf layer hen feathers. They're kind of green and white. I kind of like to have some of them to add to that, so that'd be kind of cool, wouldn't it? Anyhow, boy, it sure has cooled off a lot since that rain, man. Now it's time to be out at the cabin land working. Need lights, so got some kerosene lamps out there. You know, yeah, I know a lot of small towns like that, ain't Laura? It's a shame. Hey, Sherry Fillmore, I'm doing good. Just as froggy as I can be. But you know, I talked often. I had that first little cabin I had out there. I had solar power out there. A few solar panels, battery bank, and all that. Somebody broke in and stole all that. Stole my gas log. Just, you know, that area right there is, you know, you got crime, but it wasn't really a local that did it. I figured out who did it. The guy that helped me build a kitchen counter. He got on meth. That's another bad thing, man. Drugs. And don't get me wrong, I know this is a drug, but that other kind of stuff is so addicted that people do anything to get another fix. You know, I figured out it was him. Couldn't prove it, but yeah, he's in jail now, so I ain't got to worry about him. Yeah, he stole a car and tried to shoot at the cops, so he ain't coming out no time soon. I think he got 25 years. Yeah, anyway, that's who ripped me off. So I can't prove it, but I know it in my heart. That's the one that did it. He's the only one who knew where the place was. The place is hard to find. Man, I'm telling you what. This is kind of funny. Him won't fire the cigarette up again. I know, bad habit. But anyway, tell you what now, you know, talking about getting the cabins moved. So I had the cabins, you know, we had one already out there, had the carport, and the other two cabins had the hunting land. So want to move all that out there. And I went to the people, you know, that move this kind of stuff, talked to them about it, and I told them, you know, I had to give them specific instructions. I even showed them a little video coming down the road where you see the mailbox just got 1866 on it. You slow your tail down because it's going to be the first road on the left. Well, and I flagged it with, you know, streamering tape. I put a pink tape, orange tape, white tape up there, all kind of stuff. Yeah, anybody want to send me any chicken feathers now, you can do that. P.O. Box 782, Millersville, Georgia, 31061. Yep, we can get this old hat decorated up good. You know, some kind of bug just flew over here. Oh. Anyhow, so yeah, every time I try to meet somebody out there, like the first time I met the grass man, I pay for getting my grass cut because I don't want to get on a lawnmower and ride. I had a little John Deere lawnmower, it fell apart, and I got a new one. I just said, man, I ain't doing this crap no more. I can afford to do better. So I give my lawnmower to my brother, and I hire a grass man. He cuts the grass here, and he cuts the grass at cabin land. Somebody's still shooting some fireworks. That sounds like a gun, to be honest with you. That sounds like a gun off in the distance. So that's what I'm talking about. I gotta get away from this crap. Yeah, the dogs are barking here and there. Yep. Too close to the city, guys. I'm in the suburbs here, but it's less than a half a mile up the hill, and there's the main highway, 441, that runs through Millersville, where all the businesses are. But anyway, I get laughed every time I want to try to meet somebody at the cabin land or whatever. They drive past it every time. I mean, I can give them specific instructions, flagged off, boom, they drive past it, and they call me. I didn't reach that bridge. You said you was before that bridge. I said, turn your tail around there and come back, and I'll be out there in the driveway at the road. So, it's good to have a place that you can't find. Don't get me wrong. And I ain't put one of them little 911 signs out there, you know, it says 2025. That's the address. I ain't put one of them out there yet, but I guess I will a little later on. But anyway, but I have noticed when I'm out there nowadays, there's a little section when you drive by, when you're coming from the east to west, you just drive by it, you don't see it. But when you're coming west to east, you drive by it, and there's just a little section right there you can see what's going on. And the people are starting to slow down now because there's not just one cabin. There's garage and two more cabins sitting there, and what is that? What is that? So, yeah, that was Mama coming to check on me. I said, shh. She don't understand this YouTube stuff, and that's okay. She thought I'm out here. She probably thought I was here going crazy talking to myself. Let's see here. I'm got this other phone here and catch up on any comments. How old am I? I'm 68 years old. Yep. Diddle-doo. I know vape is cheaper, Doris, but I tried it and it made me hack. And then I talked to my doctor, who said you need to quit altogether. But he said if you're gonna do it, stick to smoking. He said the games, the facts aren't in on vaping yet. He said I just can't. Taking in water vapor into your lungs is, so I think you're better off just doing the smoke thing. So, could I turn the mic volume up, or, well, I got my little mic on here now. I don't know. I don't think I can turn it up. I'll try to talk louder. I mean, I could do this right here, but I don't know. Yeah, I talk too low. Yeah, your hearing may be going too like mine. Yeah. Somebody said, okay. Yeah. Anyway, I think I'm catching up on the comments. I hope I'm being a little bit entertaining. But like I said, if anybody wants to ask me a question, go ahead and I'll see if I can answer it. Say it worked when I tried this there. Let's see. Let me try something different here. I got these new mics, these DJI mics. Yeah, and I got a little 2-pack. Already one of them done gone bad. Let's see. Put this thing up there a little closer. Is that better? Yep. Okay. Yeah, sound good on your end. Okay. Maybe that'd be a little better. Get a little closer or something there to the mic. I don't know. I could clip it to my lip. I'd be kind of talking funny though. Yeah, it would. Oh, I got a bee sting right here today. I don't know if y'all see it or not, but anyway, yeah. Looking at a beehive today for a filler. I'm cleaner and clearer. Okay, good. And got a little too close to the beehive. One of them come out and, yeah, he lit up my lip. Coyotes at the cabin property, used to, took care of them, but I haven't spent the night at the cabin property in, oh gosh, since last October, so about 9 months, about 8 months, so could be back. Uh, yeah, I have to. I don't know. I can't honestly answer that. But yeah, it's a rural area, so yeah, definitely gonna be some coyotes, raccoons. Oh man, when I first moved out there, the raccoons was crazy, absolutely crazy. I mean, I'd cook out on my grill, and when I first, camping out there, I'd cook out on the grill and everything. And later that night, I'd hear a big old noise, and then the raccoon would be knocking the grill over, licking on the grill grate, getting the barbecue sauce off of it. So yeah, I had a problem with raccoons for a while, but yeah, I took care of that. And any other critters, had a little issue with mice at one time. Got rid of that. But so far, just looking at the original cabin, it's been out there 8, 9 years now. There's no issues there. It's pretty tight as a drum. Yes, I've seen a bobcat. Matter of fact, there's one stuffed inside the 36-footer cabin I just took out there. When it's going to be the shop, there's actually one hanging on the wall. If you watch the video from today, you'll see it. It's not a very good shot of it, but yeah, I shot him with my pistol and had him stuffed, and he's hanging on the wall there for prosperity, I reckon. But the deer are everywhere out there, and I don't hunt them anymore. I've got enough friends that hunt deer and give me meat, so I just kind of feed the deer and give them a little sanctuary there. So that's what I try to do. No bears, no bears at the cabin yet, Juanita. And don't want to see no bears. I got some blueberry bushes out there that have really struggled. I've been out there about 7 years, and they just now getting up about 2.5, 3 foot tall. I was told never fertilize blueberries. But I think I'm going to throw some fertilizer on this year because they just ain't doing what they do. But they say if you got blueberry bushes, you'll know if you got bears around because they love blueberries. Yep. I know, I don't know if Eddie Family Farm is still in here, but I know they're on the road. And they're probably somewhere between Tucumcari and Truth of Consequences. You know about that place. White Oak, Georgia. Now, where is that at? Is that up near Jackson? Somebody said something about White Oak, Georgia. Juanita. Yeah. I'm trying to figure out where White Oak is. Oh, UK's a bit. Y'all run. Yeah, y'all back now? Okay. That's good. Hope y'all doing all right out there on the road. I know y'all are traveling. Man, did you take the kids with you, Brandon? Stephanie? Oh boy. Yeah, the ground is awful chalky and alkaline there. Yeah, I may need to sweeten it up some. And see what I can do. But blueberry's supposed to like acid soil. Now, this original soil test, soil was acid. It's awful sandy there at Cabin Land. Totally different than where I'm at here in the suburbs here. This is Georgia dirt and then red clay. You dig down 4 foot, 2 foot, you got red clay here. So Yeah, I saw them storms coming through around Amarillo, somewhere up that way. So y'all done went through them storms, or yes, that's good. Glad y'all got that behind you. Should be clear sailing now. Uh, yeah. So muscadine grapes. Oh man, living life, loving man. I love me some muscadines. Woo! I want to get some started out there at cabin land too. Let them run along the fence line. Muscadines, scuppernines. Oh man, well, that's some wild muscadines out there at cabin land, but they get about as big as a marble. And the deer, of course, they just tear them up. But I want to get some, uh, your professional grade or horticultural grade muscadines. The ones about the size of a dang near the size of a golf ball. And a lot of people don't know what muscadines are or scuppernins. Call them scuppernins. Thank you for cabin land. Guess that's what it is. Oh wow! So Juanita said you dig down 4 foot, and you got water. That's cool. Yep. But yeah, they know, man. They usually get ready in late August, early September. Oh man, them things are sweeter than a Concord grape. I'm telling you. Yeah. I remember old lady used to talk to Lady Rodriguez. Number one Be Yourself 320. She passed a little over a year ago, and she used to talk about when the Concord grapes came in up there. And I used to tell her about the scuppernins. That's how we call them, scuppernins, and the muscadine. One's green, one's purple. She'd never heard of them, so she said, "I'll tell you what, I'll send you some Concord grapes. You send me some scuppernins or muscadines." I said, "I'll send you both." So we swapped scuppernins and muscadines, and she said, "You're right. Your stuff's sweeter than mine." I remember that. Yeah, my stuff was sweeter than hers. Now, how about that, guys and gals? I do love a good Concord grape. Yep. She's from Connecticut, by the way. Up there, she's so close to New York City, she said you could smell it. Anyway, yeah, New York City. Yeah, I got an email. It is edkirkpatrick10 at gmail.com. It's in the description. Well, not in the description, it's in the about part of me. And then there's a snail mail address if you want to send me something. It's P.O. Box 782. Okay, Tony, you take care of the animals. They'll take care of you. 31061, so. No, 31059, that's right. Post office got a different zip than the rural delivery goes. Man, that's a little toad frog hopped across the garage. I'm in the garage out here. Yeah, just chilling. Wow, man, I got more thumbs up than I got people in here. That's cool. Ooh, champagne grapevines. Ooh. Oh, you don't get enough to make no wine? Oh, man. Ooh, man. Yeah, we used to make scuppernine wine, but I never could get it right. I always would be cloudy, never would clear up. I'm not a winemaker. I'll drink a glass of wine every now and then, but I never could make wine. I tried it. I guess it's just like anything else. You got to do it long enough till you figure it out. Yeah, you do. Y'all hear that? I don't know if y'all hear that or not. Oh, the crickets and the creatures even though in the suburbs here. I was out here the other night, kind of cleaning up my truck a little bit, and it needs a bath bad on the outside. I was kind of doing a little cleaning on the inside, and I heard, what the heck is that? Look over there. There's Rocky Raccoon, about 10 foot from me. I scared him as bad as he scared me. Boy, he took off running. And you know what? He run in the wrong direction. So they're going that way where there ain't no dogs. He went that way. And got past my new neighbor into the next yard, and they got a little feist over there that hangs out on the front porch. He's an outside dog. Boy, you could hear it then. Boy, it was on. Monkey Kong, get down. It was on. I heard the bark, bark, rah, rah, and it must have fallen. I don't know who. I guess the dog won because the dog's still on the porch. Yep. On the spot where that bee bum is. Burnt me today. His nail itching. That toad frog done hop back up there. Anyway, ain't nature nice? Yeah, it is. Yep, yeah, I pulled that old truck out, didn't I? No, it wasn't no smart raccoon. He was an invader. And he probably come from the other side of the lake where all the pine trees are at. And that's another thing about this suburb here. I know I'm rambling, guys, but y'all have heard me talk about power outages over here quite often. And I'm in the city, I'm in the suburb, but I'm on a road called Pine Valley Road. And it's named Pine Valley for a reason. This is a huge pine forest that back in '64, a guy named Walter Williams decided he owned it all, decided he gonna make a suburb. He ended up being mayor, but anyway, made a suburb out of it, and it had a little lake on it. It's called Lake Oliver Hardy. It's named after that comedian from way back. He used to live here in Milledgeville for a while and would perform at the little opera house they had downtown before he went to Hollywood and made it famous. Him and Stanley, whatever it was. Anyway, so yeah, they carved out a neighborhood out of a pine forest, and these is that on my head. Anyway, these pine trees around here, you can't hug them. They big, you can't grab one in your fingers. They big. And over the years, all the neighbors on my side of the lake finally got all their pine trees cut down, except maybe a few by the lake. But all the ones by the road, we had them all cut down. As soon as you get down to the end of the road, not the end of the road, but get down to the curve where it goes across the creek that feeds the lake, all that other side of the lake, there are pine trees everywhere. And every time we have a big storm, one of them pine trees comes falling down, hits the power line, snaps something, blows a daggum transformer, or trips one of them flippy-dip breakers up there, we out of power. And sometimes it's 2 hours, sometimes it's 2 days. Especially if one of them hits and just snaps the line all together. The last one that happened up there, it actually snapped and broke the power pole, snapped the power pole in half. It hit the ground caught a fire. Yeah. Right there where the guy had cleaned out some brush and piled it by the street, well, it fell on the brush and caught the brush on fire. Yeah. So anyhow, yeah, I got to get out of this suburb. One way or another, I'm tired of dealing with this stuff. I'm tired of dealing with power companies. I'm going to generate my own electricity. I'm going to grow my own food. First thing I'm going to do when I get out there and get myself settled in is get some chickens. Yep, get some chickens. Time to fire up another one, ain't it? Anyway, I was just sitting here looking back, see if anybody got any more questions for me. Yeah, I used to watch Laurel and Harley reruns. Yeah, I did too. I had no idea he was actually stayed here for a while during this, before, in the Broadville days, or Vaudeville days, whatever they call it. Yeah. Yeah, California, oh yeah. Y'all have had a lot of power outages lately. I've got a little app on my phone where you click on it, it tells you, where the power outages. I check it every morning. California and Texas have been the two most populated states, of course, have had a lot of power outages. I don't know if it's from the heat, the storms, or what's going on. But it ain't been too swoof out there. But tell you, I'm trying to figure out. I did some research and I talked to another buddy of mine. I don't know if y'all ever heard of pinball preparedness. Pinball like the pinball machines. Ding, 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 ding. This guy got a channel named Pinball Preparedness. Anyway, he puts out 2 videos a day. I like to watch him. It's a prepper channel, but he goes into detail about some other stuff. He's not a doom and gloom person. He's just a facts guy. But anyway, he did some research on it, and he said if they're gonna go green and do everything on solar power, you could take the state of Nevada and the state of Utah, cover them totally with solar panels, and it still wouldn't be enough power to power all the cars, let alone the houses. It's wild, ain't it? Yeah, but don't get me wrong. I think solar power's got its place, and that's why I'm putting that at the cabin. But I don't want no bills. The only bill I'm gonna have out there is a tax bill every year, and luckily right now it ain't but $191. Yeah, that county's poor. Probably why they're poor, because the taxes are so cheap. But anyway, and there's people over there in that county, Hancock County. Y'all look it up, research it. I went down there to pay my taxes one time. Got looking at the registry there. They got, there's people out there that ain't paid their taxes in 20 years, and they don't, they're not gonna go take their property. Like other places, you don't pay your taxes, and man, they put your property for sale on hey, Froggy. Frog coming over here to get me. I'd pick him up and show him y'all, but he's gonna pee on me. Yeah, Peggy, I was married from 1976 to 1982. Yep. I lived in Arkansas at the time with an Arkansas girl. Uh, we had one. He's looking over there at the bugs. He turned around and saw me. Talking about the frog, not the wife, ex-wife. Anyway, yeah. I guess I was married 7 year itch or whatever. But yeah, we had one child, and he still lives in Arkansas, and she's out there in Mississippi, I think, North Mississippi. Anyway, we don't talk. Yeah, me and my son talk, but we don't talk. But anyway, yeah, that was that. Yeah, she was cheating on me, and so I couldn't deal with that. I ain't gonna deal with it. So anyway, that little green light's coming on. Anyhow, yeah, that was that. That's the story of that. She's a good-looking thing too. Tall woman. Yeah, he's about 5'9", 5'10". Anyhow, yeah, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it, right? Wow. Just looking here, somebody said Galveston, Texas, and Dallas is 4.5-hour drive with 3-hour electric car stations on the way. Jesus. Thank you, Carolyn. Yeah, I thought I'd go, Carol. I thought I'd go live. Yeah, life goes on, don't it, Pat? You just get over it and go on down the road. And I've had some other relationships, don't get me wrong, and Brandon knows about one I had. I had a young girl, we got real serious and everything, and she died of a drug overdose. And I didn't know that she was doing that kind of stuff. It was dumb me, You think you know somebody, then you really don't. Anyway, yeah, that kind of set me back a while there. Yep. Anyway. No, I don't have allergies. I just smoke too much. Now I do get some allergies first of spring when the pine pollen starts popping out here. Yeah, it's unreal in Georgia, central Georgia where I'm at. There's pine trees everywhere. You get this yellow pollen just pops out everywhere. I can literally come out here to this carport April 15th and sweep up and give you a whole bag of pine pollen. Ain't good for nothing, but that's how bad it gets. And I get a little bit of allergies in, and I think everybody does. But yeah, that's the way it is. Yeah, Neil, single and being happy is all right. I'm kind of enjoying it right now. Don't get me wrong. I like to have a good woman, but uh, you know, she needs to know how to fish, clean fish, and cook too. Just kidding. Oh me. Pine snow. Is that what y'all call it? Okay. Yeah. I mean, it turns everything yellow. Your truck, your cars, everything just turns yellow. Then in 3 or 4 weeks, is going on. If you ever look at the pine pollen in a microscope, and I have, it is really abrasive looking. It looks like I don't know, it looks like something out of space. It's just a little ball with all these little, it's abrasive as crap. And if you leave it on your vehicle too long and don't really rinse it off good or put a good soap on it and then go to scrub, it'll scratch your vehicle. It will. It'll scratch the paint. It will. Well, just, it's one of them things you have to go through once a year. And you're glad it comes around every year, because if it comes around every year, then you came around every year, right? So it's okay. But it's one of them things to deal with here. The pine pollen can get rough. I mean, rough. Oh, lordy, lordy, look like I'm almost got to an hour. I was going to try to stay on an hour, and we'll do that. We'll stay on until we get to 1 hour there. I'm at 52, 53 minutes or something like that. Uh, yeah, I love it. You love to hunt fishing. And you're taking. Why you tell me all the good things, and then you tell me you're taking? Doggone it. Yep. Yeah. Yeah, oak pollen can get rough too. A lot of people get really allergic to oak pollen. But, all right, now the last few minutes here, y'all got some questions you want to ask me? Go ahead, cause I'll let her rip. I don't care. No, I don't have the guitar out here tonight. Maybe next time I do a live, I'll bring the guitar out and we can do a little strumming and pumping or whatever. Uh, yeah, you can write your name on the sidewalk or whatever in that pine pollen when it gets so heavy. Uh, See, I don't fish, hunt, or cook. You're safe from me. Okay, Cuddy. I love to cook. Man, I love to cook. Yeah. Love to do dishes too. And I love to do laundry. Laundry's kind of fun. Yeah. And folding the clothes and everything. Yeah. My daddy and mama, my daddy lived in, they got a dishwasher, but they never used it. Every evening when they got through at supper, this is from a kid to well up to I was an adult. Got through at supper, mom and daddy would get in there and they'd wash the dishes together. Mama would wash them, daddy would dry them and put them up. It's just the thing they had. And it was so cool, when I think about it over the years, it's so cool. And that's where I kind of learned, daddy died, well, I helped mama wash dishes. And now I just wash the dishes and dry myself. And then doing the clothes, yeah, same thing. Mama would wash the clothes and daddy get them out of the dryer and do the folding and put over here in this stack what needed to be ironed and put over here in this stack whatever just fold up. And so, yeah. Oh, man. Yeah, Montana. Man, I've been fly fishing in Montana and Wyoming for them trout. Man, them cutthroat trout. You hook on one of them on a fly rod, oh, you got something. Somebody just said something about that, man. It's always a, yep. Yeah, it's just so much fun to wash them by hand. ain't it? Yeah. Oh, so Doris, you do the same. You wash and husband dries. Ain't a better relationship than that, is it? That's what I'm talking about. Team, teamwork makes the dream work. That's the way it is. I appreciate that, Peggy. Listen to my music. I did some recording the other night. I just turned the camera on and played, and I got to go back and edit that and maybe put out some things. But yeah, I don't know if some of y'all have noticed my videos. I've gotten into editing now. I used to just turn the camera on, let it rip, stop it, upload it to YouTube, and let it go. Now I'm trying to learn how to edit. They said I need to learn how to edit. So, oh man, 6 turkeys at a time. Man, yeah. Uh, so I'm doing that. So you may see a little, I don't know if you say higher class or better caliber videos coming from me. Yeah, but anyway, trying to get better at this. It's just cause it's fun. It's kind of fun, and I got some buddies in the business and teaching me a few things, and so yeah, we'll have fun with it while we can. Oh man, my garden. I give y'all a garden update. Ain't ain't doing too swoof. Hey Rebecca, touch my arm. Darn. My tomato plants for some reason this year are just not doing what they normally do. My pepper plants, my jalapenos are just barely getting along. But I got one Thai pepper plant that is just doing awesome, just going everywhere. And so I took all the other junk I had on this side over here, and I got my peas planted, purple hull peas. Yeah, man, ain't nothing like purple hull peas. Anyway, I got 3 beds planted in purple hull peas. They're coming up, but they're not about 2.5, 3 foot tall. Uh, and they take about 120 days to make. So I think I'll have peas before the first frost. But yeah, the weather. Oh, there goes that frog. I see what he's after. He's after that roach. He got him. Man, I wish I could tell. Little roach come crawling across there, and a toad frog come out and got him. Stuck that tongue out. He got him right there. Wish y'all could see that. But the garden, I don't know what it is. I did soil tests and all that, and everything's supposed to be good. I don't know if it's the, he's going back over this little hidden perch, the frog is. I don't know if it's got something to do with the weather, like a rain, or whatever. I try to water the garden. You don't want to water the garden too much. And if you water a garden, you want to try to do it in the mornings. If you water a garden in the evening and the plants stay damp during the night, they more likely to catch a fungus. For those that are not gardening or you want to know that kind of junk. But anyway, yeah. Oh, oh, neighbor's letting the dog out over there. He's over there. You hear me, buddy? Yeah. All right, gang. About time to wrap it up. Finally going red. Okay. Lord of mercy. Yeah, I appreciate y'all saying you like my music. So yeah, maybe I need to do a little more of that. If that's what y'all like, I can sure do that. But like I said, I recorded a bunch of stuff the other night. Over the last 2 nights, I just hadn't sat down and edited it. You know, I figured out I can appreciate yeah what people go through with YouTube, because you record something while you're doing this, then you have to sit down and relive it again, and then cut different parts out that not exciting, and kind of piece together a video, so you're reliving your life twice, and then you put it out, and of course you're going to watch it, so you're reliving your life 3 times. Crazy, ain't it? Just think about it. It is. It's really crazy. You record it, then you edit it, then you have to put it out and watch it again. You know. Yeah, ain't that weird? All right, gang. Thank you for everybody that says y'all love my stories and my music. So we'll put more stories and music out there. Thought to go live tonight. Went 1 hour. Can any of y'all hear the frogs and the crickets? If you can, would you comment? I'm just curious. Before I wrap this thing up. And again, maybe you can't. I don't know. You know how I love each and every one of y'all, and best kept secret on YouTube. Here it is. Anyway, God bless everybody, and walk in Jesus when you can, and do right, do good, and oh, you can't hear them. Oh, shucks. Oh, well. Some can hear them, some can't. All right, night, everybody. Love you. Adios, amigos. Now, how do you turn this thing off? Uh-oh. This may be a problem, folks. I don't know how to cut this thing off. What does this button do? Nope, that button don't do it. That button do it? I think it did. Nope, that turned it